Hello and welcome to part 48 of Digital DJ Tips' Learn to DJ free email course. Now this video accompanies all the other materials for part 48, so if you haven't signed up and you're not receiving all the materials that these videos are part of, please go and do so. digitaldjtips.com/join. It's completely free. It'll take you 2 minutes to sign up and you'll receive 50 parts, one a week, straight to your inbox. But no worries, we can carry on here. If you've come across this on YouTube or whatever, some interesting stuff to talk about today. We're talking about surviving your very first DJ gig. So maybe you've got your first gig coming up soon, or maybe you've just had your first gig, in which case you can sit there smugly and go over all this with that kind of warm glow that says, yep, I know what he's talking about, I've been there. But either way, I'd like to talk about stuff which we haven't actually covered yet. So we're not talking about things like getting your music ready, or conquering nerves, or how to get the booking, or how to get people to come. All that stuff's done now. You've arrived at the venue, you're there. This is about the here and now. This is about getting through your first night's DJ. Well, the first thing to say actually is about arriving at the venue. Get there in good time, get there early. Please try, imagine it's a job interview. You're never going to get there kind of 5 minutes before for a job interview. And there's a couple of good reasons for this. The first reason is it's just polite. But secondly, you get a chance to sort of look at the venue, check the place out, hear the kind of music that's playing, have a chat to people who are there, maybe have a beer to calm your nerves, all the usual stuff that'll get you in the right frame of mind for DJing, and of course have a quick look at the gear and get set up and just get yourself all ready. Second point is to try and get paid up front. Now, I know this isn't artistic and this isn't going to help you play a better set, but trust me, if you're there going, do I ask for the money now or should I just wait till the end? Ask for the money now. And one of the main reasons is that managers quite often go home early. Quite often they'll just check everything's all right, check that, count the money, check that the main part of the night's done, and then just leave a deputy or someone else there just to do the last hour or two. Now if you're still DJing, by the time you finish and he's forgotten to leave any money for you, you're going to get excuses like, oh, I'll come back tomorrow and so on. You don't want that. Get the money up front. Of course, if you've arranged something else, that's fine. It's a good rule to follow. Now, the next rule is one that'll get you out of jail, I promise you. And it's one that beginner DJs with all your big thoughts of, yeah, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that, quite often fall into, and I don't want you to fall into this trap, so please just bear this in mind. Always remember your job is just to keep the music playing. That's what you're there for. No one really cares about the fact that you've spent weeks or months or even years in your bedroom practicing with your gear and getting all your samples ready and your key, your key related sets of music and this and that. And not only that, you spent the last few weeks practicing some mega special mixes that you know are just going to blow everyone away. No one cares about that. This is all here. What they care about is that the music carries on and doesn't stop. Now I know it's a bit disheartening to hear that, but it's true. And it doesn't mean that you shouldn't do all that stuff. Of course you should do that stuff, but what quite often happens on your first gig, and remember, we're talking about first gigs here, what quite often happens is that you forget all that. Your hands are there and you know that it's here, but you can't connect the two. It's just not happening. It's a bit like on quiz shows when, someone forgets the really obvious quiz answer, what World War followed the First World War? Could have been the Second World War. And they're there going, The thing is, stuff that you know normally can disappear really, really quickly from your head when you're in a pressure situation and when you're in a public situation. It's just the way our brains work. And your first DJ gig, don't let me anyone tell you otherwise, is a stressful situation. So just remember that you can get away with just playing one tune after another and nothing else. And even one rubbish tune after another rubbish tune and nothing else. Most people won't notice or care. And I'm not saying do it, I'm saying know that you can do it to try and keep things calm and stop yourself panicking. And related to that point, my next point is always have a plan B. Ask yourself, what if? In a few areas. What if my equipment fails? So have a plan B there. Pen drive, iPod with music on. What if the music I've decided to play doesn't go down at all? They've asked me for dubstep, turns out it's a reggae crowd. I don't know. What if the wedding that they've asked me to play dance and rave at actually wants bog standard wedding music? All these kinds of questions, get them in your head and work out what your plan B is early. And then when you get there, you're probably never going to call on any of these plan Bs, but you've got that folder of floor fillers, you've got that folder of pop music when you should be playing techno, you've got that backup drive, because it'll just keep you calm and stop you panicking. And really, I guess my final point for surviving your first night's DJing is, if things start going wrong, if you're not feeling it, style it out. You know, have a bit of style, have a bit of grace. Look like you're having fun. The bottom line is, it's DJing, it's not open heart surgery, and you can get messages in the middle of your DJ set and, hey, keep smiling. No, you can continue to look like you're having fun when you're not, and the crowd will look to you. And I think I said this in an earlier video, this is one of the most important things at DJing. If you can get that right, really, you're going to pull it off. And at the end of the night, if you think you've done an awful night, look, if you smiled and looked like you're having fun, you're probably fine. You're probably blown away by the people saying, that was really good, I really enjoyed that. So style it out, have a bit of faith. If things aren't going your way, they're probably not going to. Hey, it's your first gig. Your first anything doesn't normally go your way. So just style it out. Remember, it's not so serious. And I guess to close this is to take heart from the fact that you are going to learn more on your first night's DJing than probably any other night's DJing from there on in. That's when you become a DJ. That's when you get onto the playing field. That's when you can say, yeah, I'm a DJ. Once you've done that first gig in front of a crowd, there's your initiation out the way. You're now in a position to take all this learning, take all the tutorials, look at the website and look at the stuff we talk about, and it will feel like you know what we're talking about. It'll feel like you're one of us, because you have to have that public DJing experience to know what it feels like in here, and to get the reason why some of the things we talk about are important and why others that you might think are actually aren't very important. It's a club. We're in a club, us DJs who play live, and if you haven't done it yet, come and join it, because it's good fun. So we're getting really close to the end of this video course. There's only 2 more to come, and I look forward to seeing you in both of those. Thank you for watching.